My name is Johnathan Petke, and I work with Hunsaker and Associates, and I'm a project manager. So I'm a registered civil engineer with the state of California, and so I sign and stamp plans that are ready to be constructed, and my job is to take the project from basically beginning to end, and dealing with all facets of whatever the project entails. Typically, our projects deal with grading, street improvement plans, sewer plans, water plans, and drainage plans. We have separate mapping departments for things like a tract map and easements, and I coordinate those items with our separate department. We also have survey staking department, and so that department will do topo survey and stake for construction. And so I coordinate with that department to make sure that whatever gets constructed matches with what we have in the plan. So my father was a planner, which is not real. It's not a civil engineer. He wasn't a civil engineer, but it's in the same kind of field. And so I got into the field working with him in high school, and then I excelled at math in school, and so I enjoyed whatever task was related to doing math, and so there's a lot of math in civil engineering, and that was kind of a natural transition into the field. And then I went to high school in Orange County, Capistrano Valley High School, and then went to University of California, Berkeley, got a degree, a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. And then I had an internship with a small company that built bridges, like pedestrian bridges or bridges of that, not street bridges, but kind of smaller structures. And so I worked with them for about 8 months or so in Costa Mesa, and then came to Hunsaker and Associates 20 years ago and have been here ever since. Yeah, the best advice is ask questions and figure out why. I mean, somebody's telling you something for a reason, and it's always good to figure out what that reason is. Lots of times people have just a general a willingness and they want to help, and so they're trying to give good information, and so take that help from people and use it in turn to help yourself. Find something that is interesting to you, and you're curious about how does it work and how can I be a part of it, and what does it look like when it's done, and why is that important and exciting. And for me, when we build either housing projects or a retail center or any sort of development project, when you see what the project starts as, and then you put the work in, and you make sure all the design works and everything that's needed is provided, and then you get to the end of the project and you see how it transforms what it was to what it can be, and how the owner is proud of it and is able to use the hard work that you did to to be something successful. And that's always a really good feeling, to be a part of that process and use your expertise and the things that you learned, apply your knowledge. And I will also say that one of the things about school is you go through the school process to learn certain things, and then you try to apply that out in the real world, and It can be different. You know, school is definitely different than going to work, but the stepping stone from learning those things in school is an important part of growing and becoming um, a really important part of the professional field, whichever field you choose.